Adding or importing employees. We're using our sample company, AAA Manufacturing, and I'm currently on the Company tab. This is the first screen that we would see after looking up AAA Manufacturing from our home page. To add employees, I'm going to select the Employees tab. There are two basic ways to add employees. One is to add them manually by choosing the Add Employee button. You then enter the employee information. The only required fields from the agent view are first name and last name. The additional fields can and should be entered if they're relevant to any of the benefit offerings for that employee. I'm going to return to AAA Manufacturing. Back on the Employees tab, the second way we can add employees is by import. To import, you choose Import and browse on your computer for the file that you wish to import. I have a sample that we're going to use. And simply choose Import. You'll receive a message showing the number of employees either imported or updated, and the same for dependents. As you can see, we have 4 employees imported in this example. In order to import a census, it needs to be saved in our format. The easiest way to view our file format is to download a sample, and you can do this from the Employees tab of any company. Note that the sample census has several columns. The only required columns are first name and last name. Your imported columns should only be those that you genuinely want to import. For example, with this template, I might remove the employee ID, relationship, and other fields that I don't need. The important fields are the header row. This is the first row of your file. These are the names of the columns that enrollees will recognize and import. If you already have a file of some type, from say a payroll file or another carrier, you don't need to cut and paste that into our template. You can simply rename the header row to match our naming protocol. The order of the columns does not matter when you import a census. The best way to start on an import is to keep it simple. Start with something like just first name and last name. And with this, you can get a quick example of how to import. The final step before you import the census is to save it as a CSV file. You'll notice in Excel that you have the ability when saving a file to not only give it a name and a location where you'll be able to find it, but to save it as a different file type. Rather than saving it as an Excel workbook, you're going to save it as a CSV file. This file is now ready to import. See our additional tutorials for more advanced methods of importing census data.